Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Underhood Show presented by Mel Hambelton Ford. My name is Phil Nightingale. Josh Prophet, our service director. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning.
Buy three, get four tires. Get the fourth tire for $1 starting Monday, right?
Starting Monday. Yeah, starting Monday.
Yeah. I already got an appointment for one of those, too.
Yeah, there are a few appointments in there, so we canceled yours, but yeah.
No. Okay. Buy three, get the fourth one for $1. Starts Monday, and how long does it last?
It goes till the end of the month.
Woo.
Yep. So,
okay, so you got a little time.
Well, yeah.
But I wouldn't procrastinate and wait till the last minute either. But again, 17 models of tires to choose from. And I promise you we will match the right tire for your application. And Josh, we traded for a dually work truck. Work truck. And I'm telling you, it had the most god-awful tire that was didn't even belong on that truck. There's no way. It was the right size, but that's it.
Yeah.
Wrong load rating, wrong ply rating, everything from that part.
I will tell you, you go ahead. You finish.
Yeah. Well, anyway, how I was getting there is, we talked about this before in the shows, is, back when I was selling tires with my dad, it was a G6015 or a G7015 or whatever, and that was it. You didn't have anything else to worry about. Now you got to not worry about your size. Now you got to worry about a load rating, and you got to worry about a speed rating, and you got to worry about your traction and what you're doing with that application and that stuff too. And that's what I love about having all these makes and models of tires to choose from. We get the right one. Now, what was your story?
Well, so just yesterday I was out. We were walking used cars or trades that had come in the day before, prepping for what we would potentially do in the shop and stuff like that, and happened to run across an older F-150 base model pickup, and noticed it happened to have a fifth wheel hitch in the bed of it. What do you think the first thing I looked at after that was? So I take a glance at the tires, and I meant to take a picture of them, but it's got P-metric tires on it. But not only that, they're just like completely bald. And I'm
they'll
thinking,
run a little while, right?
Well, I don't know.
I said a little while.
It just blew me away. We're gonna tow with this thing. We're gonna tow over. I mean, obviously a larger load for sure, and then just the overall condition of it. But then to have a P-metric tire on it instead of an LT tire on it, it just blew me away. But again, anyways, there's I don't think it's the fact that somebody probably did that on purpose. They just were uneducated and didn't know what the difference was, or what the best thing was, or the best application for it was. And so again, that's where I love about what we have to offer, and just the knowledge of staff, but then also all the different model lines that we have to choose from to just make sure that the application is the right thing.
Yep. So open up your door, and on your inside of your door will be a placard about 2x4. It'll have all the specifications, air pressures even too, of what you need to run on that car, what that car was designed to run with and operate with from that part. So buy three, fourth one for $1. Starts Monday through the end of March. Don't miss it out. Morning, Delbert. Thanks for tuning in this morning, Delbert. Rick Amarad, he's tuning in too. Good morning, Rick. Anyway, Josh, we forgot about the call-in show.
We did, yeah.
46. I was so
excited about you just tires. Jumped in.
I did. 316-462-3673. Number at the front desk here at the dealership. Tell the girls you can get passed in the podcast. Anything ailing your car, tires, brakes, batteries. You want to talk about this? Buy three, get $1 for the fourth one. Love to hear from you, and get a great prize package. Buy it over $205 because we cannot put a value on that multi-point inspection. But Josh, what's in that package?
So we're going to mail it out to you, but it's going to consist of the works, which is an oil change and tire rotation. We use Motorcraft oil and filter products here at Mel Hambelton Ford. While we're performing that, we're also going to complete a multi-point inspection, like you were talking about, checking over the brakes, tires, steering, suspension, all the safety-related components on the vehicle, making sure that it's geared up and ready to go for that next 5,000 miles of driving. You'll also receive yourself $10 to Mel's Diner, so you can get yourself something to eat and drink while you're here with us at the big corner. Complete nitrogen for your tires, so you get all the great benefits that nitrogen has to offer. And then a BG products package, which consists of a can of MOA or motor oil additive for your engine oil, and then 44K for your fuel system. Again, just getting that vehicle geared up and ready to go for that next 5,000 miles of driving.
All right, 316-462-3673. Let's get the phones ringing. Love to hear from you. Give away these packages. And who knows, depending on what kind of problems happen with your car, might be able to even give you a diagnostic package.
Yep.
So, okay. So buy 3, get the 4th one free. Starts Monday. Don't miss out until the end of the month. And I'm going to throw another thing out there. When you buy a new set of tires, they cure very fast. But that first 10% of tread wear happens the fastest of any tread wear there is on that tire. The first 10% wears off the quickest. So if your alignment is off just a little bit and it's scrubbing that tire, not running straight down the highway, guess how much faster that first 10% is going to wear? Granted, when you pull in through our drives, we're going to check your alignment, but that's a quick check.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an exact thing. It's letting us know, hey, yeah, I need an attention, or no, you don't need attention. So we can check it with that too. But I'm still saying that I'm investing. Let's say it's $1,000. So now it's 751. I would still want to put that. I'm going to put that thing on the alignment machine. I want to put the heads on it. I want to check it. I want to make sure that toe is dialed in right. So that first 10% of wear is going to be exact. So
Sure.
Have us check your alignment for you too. Granted, we'll check it when it drives in through the drive. But I would still invest another $100 and have that thing set up on that alignment machine and make sure that first 10% of that $1,000 that I just invested is going to wear as long as it possibly can. From that part too.
Yep.
Nitrogen. Boy, I tell you that we're gonna have another test on nitrogen, Josh. You know what that is?
I don't know. I think just us being here and in the industry and stuff like that, you just forget about nitrogen. I think you know what I'm saying, and the value that it brings and what it adds and stuff like that for sure. But it's definitely a huge advantage to have it for sure.
So here's the test we're going to do on this nitrogen.
Okay.
I did it years ago on my race trailer, and I went 2 years before I had to put air in my tires. And back then, we could just check the pressure as it's running down the road. So then, after that 2 years, guess what? I had to put some air in it in a hurry because we were late for a race or something. Imagine that. And I just stuck compressed air in it. When I took off running down the road, those pressures of those tires jumped up 10 psi. So too high a pressure is not good. Also coming as you're running down the highway too, but also the biggest thing, low air pressure is not good on these tires. So that's been my test. It went 2 years without needing to have any air put in it. Did that in there, and then it increased that tire 10 pounds. Now, granted, those tires are running 100 pounds of pressure too. So the next test is I bought a toter to go racing with instead of having to pull 2 trailers around. So we put 4 new tires on the drive axle of that toter. And yes, I have a tire pressure monitoring system on all 18 wheels. That's how much of a freak I am. I don't want to have a tire blowout.
Sure. Yeah.
But now the new tire sensors now, even in our cars, have a pressure and a temperature for the trailer tires. So I've got that all set up. So now it's going to be neat to watch those 4 tires. We put nitrogen in those tires.
Okay.
The other tires, which on the front axle and the trailer, don't have any nitrogen in it. So it's going to be interesting to see how it's going to
see what the difference is.
Yeah. Now the only thing I thought about too is the axle that we put the tires on is the drive axle. The front axle is just kind of carrying weight. So I don't know if the pressure of that tire working harder is going to change something there too or whatever, but it's still going to be interesting to see what that temperature change is and how much the pressure changes or what it does cruise down the highway. Hopefully next Saturday, we're going to have a test with it and see what's going to happen so I can report back in a couple of weeks and tell you how that works. So interesting test with the nitrogen. I'm a big fan of nitrogen. Just like I said, I had that deal with my race trailer, but I love nitrogen. I've tried to get my guys on the race crew to put them in the race tires, but I can't get it done. They don't think that's going to help that much. And the guys at Hoosier said they've tested it and they don't see no advantage or whatever. I don't care. I still think there's got to be some kind of advantage having that nitrogen in those tires.
I mean, they do it in NASCAR, right?
Yeah, that's what I keep trying to tell them. Maybe you have to put a little edge on them.
Yeah.
Josh.
That's a juice and squeeze thing. However, that I've seen them go to great lengths for itty bitty amounts of juice. So I'm not sure what the kickback is.
I get it.
We need to have a class.
There you go. Hey, let's get the phones. We're going 316-462-3673. Want to talk about tires? Want to talk about nitrogen? Want to talk about anything ailing in your car? Anything you need to know help with? Anyway, anything in the automobile world, we'd love to hear from you and get a conversation going and get you that great price package about over $205. Goose Lazy's on the phone. Goose, Hey, buddy, if you want to call in too and talk about what's happening, any more updates at Mid America Dragway, love to hear from you. I know there's a lot of people talking about what's going on at Mid America Dragway. So if you want to get on the phone again, Goose, and give us an update of where you're at, what's happening. I know you had a big race last weekend on the back of the track and had a lot of cars out there. So on the drag strip. But Goose, if you have a chance or you got some time this morning, dial us up and we'll talk to you about what's happening at Mid America Dragway. 81 Speedway is getting ready to come live here pretty quick too.
Yeah.
All kinds of exciting stuff coming on. Racing's around here. World Outlaws raced last night in Tennessee. Kind of had a wild wreck on a heat race. Got a little excitement going.
Everybody okay?
Everybody's okay.
Yeah.
But somebody got a little PO'd because he got rolled over, but he was mad at the other guy that rolled him over, but he forgot what happened about 300 feet before that. So, yeah, I guess when you're in the heat of the battle and you've been upside down for a couple minutes, you come back over, you're a little excited. I guess.
Race-nesia get a hold of him.
Yeah, I did. But if he goes back and watches that video, he'll see that what really happened in that race and stuff too. So a lot of racing going. Springfield, Missouri was racing last night. Beatrice, Nebraska had the IMCA cars up there racing. So all kinds of stuff racing going on. Excited because it's summertime. It's ready to go. Hey, we got Goose on the phone. We'll get Goose on the line here. Talk about what's going on at Mid America Dragway and all the neat stuff that he's got happening out there from that too. So we'll get Goose on the line here shortly and talk about Mid America Dragway and all the stuff that he is doing out there. It's kind of crazy what he's doing out there. I shouldn't say crazy. It's crazy good. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, very much so. So let's go to the phones. Talk to Goose. Goose, good morning. You're on live with Under the Hood.
Good morning, you two handsome men.
Okay.
So you're just listening to us, is what you're saying?
Well, yeah, my screen's cracked.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, so Goose, you were here yesterday talking to me and showing me pictures and stuff, and I know our listeners want to know what's going on at Mid America Drag. I think you ought to start, because we have a lot of listeners that probably haven't heard about it. Back up and talk about, you bought the track out there and what you're doing, what's going on, and you already had one drag race last weekend. It was a huge success. So just love to hear about everything that's happening.
Well, great. Yeah, we are very excited about the 3 racetracks we have right now. We have the Speedway that we're just about finished with. We have the regular drag strip that we love. And now we have incorporated the back of the track racetrack, which set all records last week. And we are extremely happy, and we're going to continue to do it.
Fantastic. Set records last weekend.
Oh, yeah. 84 cars on the back of the track entered.
So tell everybody, what everybody needs to know on the back of the track, they're not running on the regular drag strip. They're starting backwards on the very back of the track. So that track's not prepped, right?
That's correct. It's a no prep. You pour your juice and warm your tires up, and it's just like racing on the streets, but safer.
But safer, yes. No telephone poles, no trees or anything else like that. In case hopefully it never happens, but in case it does, it's a lot safer back there doing that track. But what I like about the no prep stuff is, to me, that is making a guy that has to set his car up right, and he's got to drive the car.
Oh yeah. And it was a pleasure to see a lot of the other types of racers out there giving it a go. Nick Roberts had 5 different classes set up to where everybody could give it a shot. And it was by overwhelming response that we're going to be doing quite a few of them.
That's great. Love to hear that. So when you do the back of the track, all you do is just kind of sweep it, right? And then let it go.
You sweep it. That's more than the street out there on Douglas gets.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So dirt track. You showed me some great pictures yesterday of the dirt track. That's progressing very well.
We are extremely excited about it. We had Tanner come out, and he actually had the guys widen the track a little bit to go more into a D shape. We haven't posted anything lately about the oval track because of the drag racing, but he is right at the point where has given us a thumbs up to do the final grading on it, and then to get the safety barriers up and the fencing, and we should be good to go.
So, any idea on maybe a first race or maybe a practice or something like that?
Well, practice-wise, as soon as we get the safety equipment up and the EMTs out there, I'm going to have some of you guys that are local come out and give it a few rounds and give it a few tests without anybody around, and so you can get an idea of what we've got going on, and hopefully we get a thumbs up, and then after that we'll seek some races, because we've had a lot of promoters after us to get in there when we're finished.
Okay, next question. A lot of comments, a lot of questions about a sanctioning body. I don't know that you've made a decision on that yet or not, but there's a lot. And if you don't have it yet or don't want to talk about it, I get it. Just a lot of questions out there, kind of what you're going to do there, maybe, or whatever, too. A lot of questions have come at us about, what's got one. I'm just playing. I don't know.
Well, sure, Phil. We haven't made our minds up about that particular. Of course, that will be a over the night click of the switch. We're going to lean towards, I would say, the majority want rather than what we want, and we're going to run with it.
Yep, makes sense. And I appreciate you hadn't made that decision. I think it would be too early right now to make that decision until you kind of get more set up and knowing where you're going and that kind of thing too. So good call on that, Goose.
Oh, absolutely. And I want to put a big shout out to Mel Hambelton. You guys have been extremely supportive, and like always, you guys are great friends and great sponsors.
Well, it works both ways, Goose. We want to support racing, just like we're going to support 81 Speedway. We're going to support, of course, we're promoting Salt City. We're going to help your drag strip and stuff too. We want to support all kinds of racing around here and keep things alive and keep things going. And, having that many cars out there shows you drag racing is still alive. All the racing that's around us this weekend on dirt track shows you that dirt track racing is alive. I mean, there's cars everywhere. Springfield, Missouri's racing hard. Beatrice, Nebraska's racing hard. 81 Speedway is about ready to open up. So we just want to support everybody and help everybody support racing and keep this sport alive.
Grow the sport.
And whether we tease each other that we're turning left or whether we're going straight, hey, it's part of the fun, right?
Absolutely. And just to give the support, when is your guys' first race at Salt City?
May 8th and 9th. That's going to be our Salt City 100. That's the Silver Crown cars. We moved it to there because that's going to be the season opener for the Silver Crown cars. Cody Swanson is now the new race director for USAC under the Silver Crown cars, and he is breathing a lot of light into that series. So very excited for the May 8th and 9th of our first race there at Salt City, and should be a barn burner with cars and stuff for what we have coming. So it's going to be fun.
Well, I would encourage all the drag racers to get out to Salt City and take a look and see what you're going to have out there in your backyard at Mid-America.
There you go. That's a great idea. We need to support each other's sport. How about that?
I agree with that 1,000,000%. If everybody would just come together and quit their griping, what a wonderful world we have.
Yeah, that's why I say we got to tease each other a little bit about turning left and going straight and all that kind of stuff. But you got to have the good fun about it.
I'll tell you what, Phil. When we get finished up, I got about 45, 50% of the drag racers that we know are going to go out and get them a Crown Vic, because we're going to get us some roundy round time.
Well, I'm going to tell you that division right now is probably the fastest growing division that's out there. That's happening. I mean, there's Salina Speedway. I forgot to bring them up too. We're supporting Salina Speedway. Of course, we're helping Dodge City, of course, because they help us, and also going to be supporting Hayes. But that Crown Vic deal is growing so fast. I mean, we're starting to stock all the parts and roll cages and all that kind of stuff for those cars. I think that's going to be a fun sport. There was a Ken Schrader who come and raced with us at Salt City. Of course, the big NASCAR guy. He raced a Crown Vic out in Florida. Now, I will tell you, he showed up with probably the nicest Crown Vic I've ever seen on a dirt track. But those cars...
yeah, Cletus McFarland started all that crud.
Yeah, and, it looks like a lot of fun. If I had time, I would build the car, but I just don't have time.
And I'll tell you, that is a class where it's affordable. And I believe J.R. Sandlin, Sandlin Iron, is probably starting to stack up some of them cars for us. I talked to him a while back, and he said he was on it.
Yeah, I know. I keep thinking about you got to go find some old police cars setting somewhere, because surely they got them setting somewhere, because all those Crown Vics are around. They I can't remember the year they quit building them. 11.
I was going to say 9, but I don't. It was later than that, I think. So
Well, I think
you're probably right.
I think they stopped
Come
building
on,
them.
guys, it's a Ford product.
I know.
I think they stopped making them for the
Yeah,
the last couple of years were just police cars.
Municipalities
Could get them.
So let me ask you a question, Josh,
right
while you're sitting there. Is it true that these things can you can turn those computers a little bit on those Crown Vics and make them go a little faster?
Well, so I mean that's true on just about anything, I think. But the police interceptors themselves have a different computer program that they run, as far as like if you have a VIN specific one. But those with them being as old as they are, I bet there's all sorts of aftermarket stuff out there to be able to do that.
And Goose, I'm gonna tell you, I think you can turn them up, but I'm gonna tell you where I think the art of that car is going to be at is if everybody can go get the geometry right of the front end and then turn around and figure out a way to get the weight right on all four corners like a dirt car to get it to turn right and stuff. And if someone dials that car in on the suspension and the spring rates and getting that front geometry to turn, like it's supposed to turn on a dirt track car, I think that's going to be it. But boy, I bet there's going to be a lot of altercations, I should say, that I think they're going to have to eventually put into play to make sure these guys aren't turning around and putting a modified front end underneath them or something like that to make them go faster. But it is a fun class to watch. I will tell you, when I watched them down there in Florida on TV, it is a fun class to watch from that point.
Well, time will tell, and then we'll get back to you big boys with your mods there.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. But that's still, I agree with you. That Crown Vic, if I had time and everything else to get one built, I'd have one and go. The other thing I'm being hearing is you used to be able to pick one of those cars up for $750, $1,000, and now they're bringing $3,000 and $4,000. So,
rumor has it you've been working at midnight out in the back of the garage and putting one together just to surprise everybody.
Well, nice try. I wish I had that time to do. That's about the only time I'd have to do it.
Well, hey, I've taken up enough time, gentlemen. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate your show.
Hey, thanks for taking up by Mid-America Dragway, and thanks for keeping racing alive around here, Goose. Really appreciate it.
All right, peace.
Have a good day, buddy. All right, Goose from Mid-America Driveway doing all kinds of great stuff out there. It's going to be exciting to see what he does there. So we got Jordan Whitehead coming up next. We'll see what's on Jordan's mind today. I think he's going to have a question or a statement, Josh.
Well, let's find out. Good morning, Jordan. You're on live with Under the Hood. What do you got for us?
How we doing this morning, guys?
Good. You?
I'm doing really good, man. Life's good. Couldn't ask for a prettier day. Spring's almost here. I hate winter time, so about to be race season. Life's good.
I hate winter. Hate being cold. Much rather be sweating.
Absolutely. I'm one of those. I'll take 100 degrees over 30 degrees any day of the week.
Yep. Exactly.
But anyways, so just want to chime in on some of the racing stuff. I got the opportunity to call my first drag race out there at Mid-America last weekend rather. And
I wish I could have heard that one.
Oh, I was so I'm a roundy round guy, like we were talking. But I mean, again, we tease each other just like we talk. I like fast cars. I always have.
Yep.
I don't care if they go in a straight line, circle, whatever. So I'm always going to give the drag race guys crap, but I still like it and I respect it. But, the one thing I noticed that they've got figured out, and that, we at Salt City, I feel like do an amazing job of, is when I look at going to the races, I have to look at it from a family man's view with 3 kids. Take my race fan out of it for a second. And if you're going to attract new blood and get people to come, instead of go to the movies or go play mini golf, we're going to go check out the races tonight. I know with me and my family, you've got us till about 10 o'clock. And then the kids are whining, wife's not happy. Doesn't matter how much dad likes the race cars, we got to go home. And that's where again, we at Salt City, we move that program along swiftly. We get it done. A family can go out, watch the races, feed the kids some hot dogs, see some cool cars, and still get to see the main event because we're going to get it over in time.
Yep.
And historically in drag racing, that the stigma has not been that. The stigma has been 3 a.m. All you're going to get is the hardcores there. Well, Mid-America, I feel like they've adopted the program of let's get some new blood out here. That track moved swiftly. The program moved fast. I was sitting at the Turnpike McDonald's with my kid at 9:30 eating a hamburger, and got to see some great racing, some cool cars. They had a ton of cars. I mean, way more than they expected. But you know, when they said they're going to fire the first one off at 12 o'clock, 12:01 they were on the starting line. The next class was right in line behind them. You know, still had intermission. People get to go get the food trucks and go to the concession stand, line them right back up, back, back racing. And so, again, me as a spectator, if I was going to go out to Mid-America, you know, I would have enjoyed that. I would have wanted to bring my kids back to next weekend, or maybe again this summer. You know, that would be appealing to me and the family. And I think that's my point. I think that's where Mid-America is going to shine this year, is they've seemed to have adopted that, you know, hey, if we're going to get spectators out here that are not just your hardcore drag fans, that's how the program's got to be. And hats off to those guys. They ran a good program, awesome cars. You know, it moved quickly, and by 9:30 at night, everyone was out of there and headed home. And I thought that was, I'm like, man, I would come drag racing a lot more if this is the way it is. So,
I agree with you. That's huge. You know, because even from a race on the dirt track, when we're going out on a feature and it's 1 a.m. in the morning, I mean, there's nobody in the crowds to watch that anyway. And it's no fun for us either. We're tired. We're wore out at 1 o'clock and everything else too from that part. That's why you said at Salt City, I think our latest we ever got finished at Salt City was 10:45 from that part. But you're right, Jordan, having a speedy program and making it kind of make it fun and entertaining for everybody, but being way too long. But being done at 9:30 on a drag race, that's probably a history note there.
Right. It has to be. And the drag races I've been to before, they don't, you know, I mean, that they don't, it wouldn't have to be 3 a.m. if they just get moving, be organized, have the program moving. And, you know, that's exactly what Goose and Nick and those guys did out there. I mean, it was like, guys, if you're not in line when you're called, you scratch. That's it.
Yeah.
And
we lose Jordan. Jordan.
Yeah.
There you are.
There you go.
Lost you there for a second. Where do you scratch? We heard you. If you don't line up, you're scratching. That's when we lost you there, buddy. Sorry.
Well, yeah. Short answer to that is they kept the program moving along.
Just kept it rolling.
And they kept it moving fast. And if they keep that up, they're gonna get a lot of spectators out there that they wouldn't normally get at the drag races, myself included. I mean, that's what I want when I go to a drag race or a dirt track race, anything. Like I said, by 10 o'clock, my kids are whining, wanting to go home.
Yeah, and
I mean, so hats off to those guys. Ran a great program. Kick butt race cars. It was awesome. I'd do it again next weekend if I could.
Yeah, I agree with you. And having a fun, you know, it keeps everybody entertained. And too long is too long, and too wore out from that part. But I agree with you 100%. Having and keeping the cars moving. I mean, I go to drag strips sometimes, and you wait, you know, an hour between classes or something or whatever too. And then the one that really drives me crazy is a cleanup. If they have an engine blow or an oil down a track or whatever, takes forever for them to clean it up. So I'm sure with Nick and Goose behind that, they've got a good program set up with that part too to clean up, because you can't control that. Yeah. You can't control when a motor blows or tranny blows or something like that too, to get it cleaned up quick and keep things moving.
That actually happened twice that night. I mean, to give them credit there, that happened twice that night. And it was all hands on deck. They had the speedies right on the track, had the blower out there, moved the fans back, 15 minutes, we were back racing. I mean, they knocked it out.
Okay, there you go.
Right. I've been to a drag race where that takes an hour and a half.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's usually 2 guys out there trying to do it instead of like 6 or 8, like you really need to have to get that thing cleaned up quickly as fast as you can. And the other thing is letting that oil set on there. The longer it sets on the track, the harder it is to clean, and or worse it is for the next pass to go down the track. So getting that oil out there as quick as fast.
Yeah, like I said, I was very impressed. They ran a great program, and you know, again, as racers, you know, like we talk about at Salt City, and like I just mentioned earlier, you know, if you're going to get the family to come out and watch that, you're competing against dinner and a movie, because dinner and a movie is like your normal family outing, or dinner and bowling, and a dinner and a movie with your family, or dinner and bowling with your family, or whatever. That, you know, that's 3 to 4 hours. That's going to be over by 10 o'clock. So if you're going to pull them away from that, you kind of need to have the same end time, because that's all you got them for. That's your window to get the new blood out to the racetrack, and I think they're executing that just like we do at Salt City. I mean, that's always our mission, is to have great races, but get them out of there in time that everyone got to see the A featured.
There you go. Yep, very true. Well, Jordan, I'm excited for you on announcing. You're expanding your horizon on different things you're announcing and stuff, but I sure wish I could have heard you listen to that drag strip. So I'd love to have heard that one. Did you get their lingo down and everything like you needed to and everything?
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, when I didn't know, I just made it up.
No,
and,
you didn't.
I think they were fine.
You didn't throw any dirt track lingo at them, did you?
A little bit. I even mimicked a little Johnny Gibson on there, you know, when he's like, they're going to stack them up 2 by 2 right up to the line. I did that. And, you know, that's some dirt track stuff. But those drag racing guys don't even know who that is. So they didn't catch me on it. That was all good.
All I heard was he said something about food trucks, concession stands, and being in line at McDonald's.
Yeah. What happened to there, Jordan?
Hey, you know, I'm
gotta eat, right?
I like food. What can I say?
Gotta eat, right?
Gotta eat. People gotta eat. People gotta eat.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, Jordan, I'm glad you expanded your horizons. Glad you went out there and did that. Glad you had a great time, and glad you're spreading the word, because that's what we're about. We're here to protect, not protect, but keep racing alive, keep it going. And as you can see, the amount of cars that showed up out there, this area needs a drag strip.
Mm-hmm.
So glad Goose bought that thing. Glad he's reinventing, putting money back into it, and doing all the stuff out there to keep racing alive for that part. But it just shows that we need a drag strip here in this area. So it's glad that he's doing that.
We absolutely, I'll touch on that too. We absolutely need a drag strip, because I learned one thing that is different about drag racers than us dirt track racers. If we don't have a dirt track, we're not going to go out to a cornfield and cut laps. If they don't have a drag race, they go find a street.
Yeah.
And that is dangerous. So,
it is dangerous.
Please have a drag strip.
That's why Goose said they did this back of the track is like street racing, but it's so much safer and legal doing it here at Mid-America Dragway. So,
Yeah, the drag race guys are nuts. If they ain't got a drag strip, they're going to go find a country road, and that scares me to death. Like, when I was 18, that sounds great. I think I have anxiety just talking about it at 43.
I'd hate to tell you what I did back then. Those days racing on the street too. So,
I'm guilty. I've done it too, but I'm just saying, yeah, please have a drag strip. Do no prep. Do back of the track stuff. Keep those cats from lining up on North Ohio Street on Saturday night.
There you
go. Amen.
Amen is correct. So, well, anyway, Jordan, thanks for calling in. Appreciate you keeping racing alive. Keep your announcing, getting horizon a little bigger and everything else for you. So, and but just make sure you keep the dirt track lingo with the dirt track, and you keep the drag strip lingo with the drag strips. Okay.
I didn't have any drag strip lingo, so I had to compromise. I had to borrow a little bit. I said send it a lot. I said send it. You got to say send it.
Send it a lot.
I said hot rod a lot.
Hot rod.
I said American muscle a lot. I have some keywords I threw in there. American muscle, hot rod.
We'll get you the beginner book.
You're gonna start hanging around some drag guys to get that lingo down, though, dude.
No, I didn't say that. Don't go that far. Don't go that far.
I walk at the parts counter there, and those drag guys are rattling all their stuff off and everything. I got to go. So,
Yeah.
I don't know half stuff what you're saying.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm not getting there. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, have a great Saturday, guys.
Thanks for calling, Jordan. Talk to you soon, buddy. Okay, 316-462-3673. Josh, I need you to tell the listeners.
Yeah.
What does it say for the low
On
what's that say?
Monday?
What's that say?
Says
It says 20.
It says
It doesn't say 19. Sunday
it
it says 62-29, and Monday says 40-20. So what everybody needs to know is 3 weeks ago I said no more teens. No more teens. My phone is exactly correct. No, that's look at this one. 20. 20 degrees. And I should be a meteorologist. Tim Daniels says I should quit my day job because he thinks it's going to be 17. His app's all jacked up. I think he got to put his glasses on so he can read his phone correctly. But I guess if I could show everybody, it does say 20 Sunday night.
Yeah,
so just so you know, not 19, no more teens.
And he's on the Make Up Your Own Weather app.
No,
too,
I'm not either. I'm on My Radar Pro. Okay. So, yeah, we just need to realize I should have been a meteorologist. And I can predict it pretty well. Josh is going to pull out another thing here and everything else.
Got 3 sources that say opposite, but that's okay. We'll go with yours.
Well, I got proof. I showed it on the screen. It said 20, not 19.
Yep, I'm with you.
One more day in the cold weather, and here we go. Warm weather coming up.
It's on the horizon, that's for sure. I will say that you're getting closer and closer to spring and summer months. So,
that's funny. Okay, now Tim Daniel's going to text me his deal. Let's see, what kind of a fake app does he got? AccuWeather. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I tell you, I think really,
I think he made it up because how can it go? Yeah.
I think really the telling tale will be what actually happens.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay. Yeah.
But how are we going to know?
Huh?
How are we going to know?
Oh, we'll know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
Mr. Daniel, would you rather sweat than freeze? That's the question. Sweat
I
or
think
freeze?
Yeah. I don't think anybody really appreciates 19-degree weather. I mean,
Oh,
excuse me, sorry, 20-degree weather.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
Not 19. Not
Yep,
19.
that's the difference.
Yeah. So anyway, 316-462-3673. Love to hear for you. Anything ailing your car, tires, brakes, batteries, anything at all. I'm talking a lot about racing because that's what's happening. Race season's upon us. Where's NASCAR racing this weekend? God, I didn't keep track of that yet.
Where was it last week?
Phoenix. Phoenix.
For some reason, I was thinking Vegas, but I don't know.
I think you're right. Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
Hey, I've drove on that track.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you do the, was it the NASCAR deal or
NASCAR
was
deal.
it they have like the driving experience on the inner track of it? They do a Roval race there too, don't they?
I don't think so. Well, I drove the oval. I mean, I didn't do the Roval is where I drove the GT500 in North Carolina at Atlanta. No,
Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Charlotte, yeah. And I drove the Roval there. But to Vegas, I driving the car, I went 157 there. So
really?
That's the fastest I went. Drove Texas and also Kansas twice. And I bought Jake and I a package. You ready for this?
Okay.
2 years ago.
You haven't used it?
Haven't used it.
What is it for? Kansas?
Go anywhere.
Anywhere.
Anywhere they're scheduled. And the thing I know it's in the back of my mind is when I bought that package, it was a deal where they never expire. They just let you use it.
Uncancelable.
Uncancelable and let you use it whenever you want to go use it. And I think that's what's in the back of my head. And I keep telling Jake, we got to go. But yeah, it's hanging there on my bulletin board and been hanging there and haven't used it for 2 years. Probably not 2.5 years. No, 2 years. Hey, we got Delbert coming on.
Time flies, that's for sure.
See what Delbert's on Delbert's mind here real quick.
And so where would you go? How about like Daytona or something like that?
Don't do it there.
No? Okay. Yeah, because they only have that at so many tracks.
So many tracks. And I think the reason they don't do it at Daytona is speed.
Yeah.
Too fast for,
The other one would be Bristol, but I don't even know if they
boy.
do that either. I'm guessing that's a pretty small track.
I need to go look, but I don't think they do Bristol either.
I just think that
because I think they're too afraid of everybody going and hitting the corner too hard and getting smacking into the wall
with how small it is and everything. Yep. Hey, let's go to the phones. Talk to Delbert. Good morning, Delbert. You're on live with Under the Hood.
Morning, gentlemen. Welcome to the day of Saturday before the teams come back.
No, nice try, Delbert. Nice try.
That's
Hey, and even it can't be teens in Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's got to be warmer. You're further south.
No, I think we're going to be 24 or 22.
Okay,
like that,
see, so only 4 degrees difference between here and there.
But people don't realize how much different the climate is down here compared to Wichita. So, it's only 2 hour, 15-minute drive from my house to the dealership, but
can make all the difference in the world. Yeah.
Yes, it does. So, but I didn't really have anything to talk about and give Phil a hard time. So
yeah, I get it. That's the name of the game. You can't take it, don't dish it.
Mr. Meteorologist Phil Nightingale.
Yeah, I'm still accurate.
That kind of goes well on there, though. You do have the look. You got the bald head. You could be just like David Payne down here.
There you go. There you go. Haircut every Sunday morning.
Before the show.
Before the show.
I don't know if you guys get on there. Anytime there's a tornado down here or tornado warnings, you need to get on there on the YouTube channels or on the News 9 website and just watch this guy. He is hilarious.
And what's his name?
When I say hilarious, he gets really, really, really excited, creates his own tornado warnings.
Well, that's what I was just getting ready to say here for a minute. Okay, I said this prediction 3 weeks ago, right?
This is your story.
3 weeks ago. Okay.
He did. I remember it.
Let's take that up. That's 21 days. Let's say it does get into the 19s. That's one of 21 days that I was accurate. Now, how many meteorologists are that accurate?
Wait a minute.
Daniel,
that's not how that works, Bill.
Do I need to quit my day job? What is that percentage? 1 of 21.
It's horrible because you got none of the other days right.
Yeah.
You didn't call any of the other days.
No, I said it would be no teams going forward. Okay. So 21 days, I hit it. 20 days. Well, we don't know. It might be 22 here in a minute.
Well, you also don't know that it's going to be, you're already making a statement that it's going to be below 19 or below 20.
Which makes it 19, and that's a team.
I just don't know. Other than we need to know.
But yeah, a couple things you guys did talk about today was the tires. It's very important.
Yeah.
When I've had a flat and I had to have it fixed and they didn't have nitrogen, you can notice the difference in the amount of air that stays or leaves that tire compared to the other 3. So very important to have nitrogen in there to keep the equalization of the pressures in the tires.
Well, I can't wait.
So they all work correctly.
I can't wait to take off on my toter next Saturday with the tires and watch those pressures and see what it does.
So do you have a computer that registers that on your dash, or did you bring a computer to register that?
What I did is
that was what I had a question about.
Yeah, I put sensors on each wheel, and then it's an app basically that those sensors then report to that app, and then push it up to the phone and show me all 18 tires as it's running down the road. I just don't want to. When a tire starts going down, the quicker you can shut that rig down and pull it over from. I mean, you let a tire blow on one of those things. I mean, it's $4,000 to $5,000 worth of damage.
Well, not to mention if it.
Well, it could be more if you roll the trailer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's an excellent idea to have all those pressures available to you to say, "Hey, I got a problem here. What's going on with the trailer or whatever?" I told you this story years ago, but I was pulling the trailer from Wichita to here. With some of my stuff, little 10-foot trailer from U-Haul. They're pretty heavy anyway. And we had an earthquake, and I didn't know that, but the trailer started kind of swaying back and forth. I had no idea what it was.
Yep.
At least if I had a way to check the tire pressure, then I could have said, "Oh, okay, at least it's not the tires."
Mm-hmm. Well,
it was kind of weird, but yeah.
There was a deal here earlier this year where Rodney Sanders was coming back from a race, and his trailer caught on fire, and it was a tire got hot, and I don't know exactly what actually did happen with the tire got hot and it just went went enough that it caught the trailer on fire and everything else too. But again, if you had a tire pressure monitoring sensor on there and see the tire temperature is going up or the temperature is going down or whatever, hey, you got an issue. You need to pull over and check it out. Could have saved a lot of money there on that situation. That's why I did those tire pressures, just to be safe. But I can't wait to go take off and drive and see what it does with the pressures and with those.
I think it's going to make a difference. But here's the suggestion for you, though, Phil. You've got the YouTube channel. Place a link to the app that you're using so people can maybe use that if they have trailers and they want to be able to put all those tire pressure monitors in there.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it can work on anything. I mean, it's that cool stuff. It can't work on any car, any tire.
And the Ford app only does so much, right?
Yeah. Well, now on most of the Ford cars, they've got that. You've got it. You've got your tire pressures on that app and everything else too, and on the dash and stuff too, which I love to death. It just might
right, but I don't know if it registers the trailer tires. That's what I was saying.
On trucks, yes, it will. On the
it will. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We have an F-250, but we don't normally pull a trailer, and the trailer we have does not have TPMS on it.
Well, my race trailer, when I pulled with the 450, I mean, when I got in the truck, that's the first thing I did in the center of the dash. That's where my trailer tire pressures were setting right there every time driving on the highway. So I knew right where they were at all the time. Just kind of a freak about that. I don't.
But as far as a safety issue, a safety concern, that could be a very relaxing sense, knowing that your tire's in good shape. Something feels weird on the trailer or whatever.
Yep, exactly.
Of course, you still might want to have to stop and check everything else, but at least you know it's not the tires.
There you go. Easy stop to pull over and check it. Make sure you're safe.
And I'll tell you, it really makes a difference on the drives, the handling, everything. If you got equal pressure on your tires.
100%. So.
Get with Josh, and he's got a story that he can tell you later off the air. I sent him a bunch of information.
He's got quite a few.
My daughter ended up trading in her Bronco Sport, the one that she's been having trouble with. And we don't know what happened this time. All we know is that when she went out to start it, it gave her the overtemp sensor one, and then a bunch of other codes. She didn't read them all. She was too upset. So she took it off and traded it in. I couldn't get her to come to you guys because she was all excited to go get a new vehicle. And they promised they'd take care of her, and I think they actually did.
Okay.
Because of her situation. So I think you guys could have done better, but she didn't want to go up to Wichita.
I get it. We can't sell everybody, but we want to sell everybody.
But I'll be back.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to have to hold a truck for me. I need a 25 held for next year about this time. No.
They're getting pretty scarce right now. There's hardly any 25s left, which is a good sign for.
Well, no, that was 26 for next year when they go on sale. That's what I'm coming.
I got you. Well, we got plenty of 26s here and plenty of them coming.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't want white.
Okay. Got plenty of colors.
That's the most prevalent color there is, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of them out there, that's for sure.
Yeah. But that's my plan. So.
All right.
I'll be back always.
All right, Delbert.
Well,
appreciate the call.
I'll see you next. I'm hoping to see you either this week or next week. I got to come get that the rear window replaced. They got it in. So.
Okay.
Very good.
Great show, guys.
Thanks, Delbert. Thanks.
We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Oop. He had something there, missed him.
Yeah.
Okay, so just so everybody knows, once again, if it does get in the teens, I missed it by 0.04545%. Not bad on a meteorologist on site. Thank you very much. Okay, buy 3. Get the 4th tire for $1 starting Monday till the end of the month. Don't miss it. Even if you're in a questionable area. Like my niece called me the other day. She's up in Lee Summit, and she said, hey, my tires just hit yellow. I'm going to be coming down there in May. Do you think there's a possibility I can get some tires thrown on in May? I said, I'm going to call you Monday. We'll get something set up. That's my second appointment, Josh.
Gotcha.
And get it down here now because here's what we got. She said, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Because also remember, the 80% of tire failures happen in the last 20% of tread wear on that tire. Don't take a chance right now. Even if you're in the yellows when we checked your tires and stuff, it's a perfect opportunity to get the buy 3, get the 4th one for $1, especially as expensive these tires are today. So don't miss the tire sale coming up. Josh, anything else before we get out of here? Josh is going to go have some fun.
I am.
Wish I was going with him. But anyway, we'll stay tuned. Maybe, hopefully next Saturday we will be live. Josh will not be here. He's going to be out having some fun. But stay tuned. Hopefully we'll be back next Saturday. But depending on what's going on with
Schedules,
Team 3J and what's happening there with the race car, we're going to have our motor back and going to be probably trying to get out to Dodge City to go practice. We'll see what's going to happen with the show. So who knows? We might have a show. We might not. We'll stay tuned to find out. So everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great Saturday, and stayed warm at that 20 degrees temperature tonight. Everybody have a great Saturday. Talk to you soon.